Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So today I'm doing a preview of Clash Dday. So this is a sequel to Clash of the Ardennes. If you don't remember, a few years ago I did a preview video for Clash of the Ardennes. So this is essentially the same game, but it is set in on Omaha Beach on Dday instead of Ardennes, France. So I'm actually going to show you how to play this game. Again, it is actually very similar to Ardennes. And then I'm gonna, give you a little insight of like maybe is this game for you. And like, again, this is not a review. This is a prototype copy, so that everything in here is not final. So let me show you how to play, and then I'm gonna give you my my first impressions. Okay, so this is how the game is going to look. If you remember my preview of Clash of the Ardennes, there was no board. So we actually have a board this time. So this is a board of Omaha Beach. At the start of the game, each player is going to take these victory cards. This is going to be their secret objective and to win the game. So this one will give you like a special power, as we're doing. Like you could immediately play a special second unit. So just objective here. Zooms out. Okay, your objective is to conquer beachheads 3 and 2, or conquer 3 random beachheads. So if you look on the board here, they're going to be numbered. So I would have to conquer this one and this one, or 3 random beachheads in order to win the game. How do you conquer a beachhead? Well, you're gonna have these units here. As you can see, there are tiles. They have to fill up the whole row with your units. Once you do that, you're gonna take your token and you're gonna put it there to show that you have conquered that beachhead. So on your turn, you have 4 action points that you can spend. Now, to place a unit, it's going to cost 1 action point, no matter what you place. So, like, this is an anti-tank mine. I'll place it right here on the first spot. I'm sorry, the first spot's right there. So this is to remind you. There's a little, you can't really see it, but this is to remind you that this is going to be the first spot. You have to place this here. Now, what I didn't say before was this is a prototype copy, so a lot of things are going to change. There are some of these test pieces here that they will be included in the game, and they will actually be discussed later on in the campaign of the Game Found. So, like I was saying before, it costs 1 action point to place any unit on there. So, like, I could spend 4 just putting units on the board. Now, you could spend 2 action points to take a rearmost unit and place it in front. That's going to cost you 2. You could also 2 action points you could spend to take the farthest unit and return it to your supply. Now, there's a situation where your unit is blocked. Again, this is just for an example. So these guys would normally destroy each other, but if your opponent doesn't plan on attacking, they just want to place it there to block you, you can spend 3 action points to return a blocked unit. So those are all the actions of the game. So now I'm going to go over how they attack. So let's just say, for example, this is an infantry unit here. This is a private. So privates are actually kind of weak. So there's a rock, paper, scissors element of this game. So privates or infantry can destroy anti-tank mines and other infantry units. But if it is a corporal, so the corporal cannot destroy. The corporal can destroy a private and a sergeant. A sergeant, which is I would have right over. So like this is a private, as you see, it says right there. Private unit. But yeah, you get the point. So you have to look at the ranks of the infantry. So a corporal is always going to destroy sergeants and privates. But now let's say, for example, there's an anti-tank unit here, and there's also let's take this sergeant right here. So if the infantry is going to attack this anti-tank mine, this will be gone. If this infantry was a private, it would also be taken away. But because it's a sergeant, he cannot destroy that. but the sergeant will be able to destroy this private if they were next to each other. So, like I was saying before, if these two clash, because that's a private, that's a sergeant, he would actually destroy these two. And if this was an anti-tank mine, this will get destroyed as well. So it would have a little domino effect. So you don't want to place too many of the same units in the same spot, because it will hurt you pretty bad in that way. So we also have tanks. Tanks also will always destroy any type of infantry and the general. I'll go over what the general is later. And of course, the anti-tank mine destroys the tank. So in this game, you're going to have special units. One is a general. So the general destroys every single type of infantry unit. Also, they also take up 5 different spots. So you can actually conquer a beachhead a little bit easier with this. But the general is also susceptible to artillery and the spy. So the spy pretty much destroys everything in this game, but it only takes up one little spot. The only thing that can destroy a spy is another spy, and then they both get removed from the game. Again, there are several different special units in here. Like there was a tie, there was a spy, there was the artillery. Artillery, it doesn't say here. Again, it's a prototype, but it will say it in the end. The artillery attacks front, left, and right, which is a nice little thing right there. But here's the thing. You can only have one special unit on the board. So if you conquer a beachhead, you cannot place, with a special unit, you cannot place another special unit on the board for the rest of the game. But there are certain cards here that will actually give you that ability. So pretty much you're going to be going back and forth with your opponents until one of you guys reaches your objective or conquers 3 random beachheads. Okay, so as you can see, very simple game. This is an abstract game. Just like Ardennes was, nothing has changed. All the units are the same. They are adding a few more things to it. And the box, it says that it was a test. It wasn't available. So there's that. Also, they did switch to cardboard. The original game was wood, but the wood components will be a stretch goal. So I don't think it's that big of a deal if it's wood or cardboard. I still think that even in the prototype, the quality was just as good. So I don't really think it's necessary to have wood or not if he reaches that stretch goal. Now, who is this game for? So if you have Clash of the Ardennes, do you need this? Maybe, maybe not. Again, he's adding a few more things to the game. They weren't in the prototype copy. So you might want to get this one and then maybe sell the other one, because it is essentially the same game. And if you haven't played Ardennes, then yeah, I would say definitely recommend getting Dday. But I do like that this has a board now. Ardennes didn't have a board. You just set up your units and then whatever. I don't know if it was a stretch goal for it or if it was an add-on, but at least this time it's coming in the box. So I will say theme-wise, it didn't feel as strong because I said this is more abstract than anything else. You know, some people might be like, well, there were no tanks on Omaha Beach. Why is this going on? I don't think it's that big of a deal, because I still think people are going to have a lot of fun with this game. It's unique. There's no other game that's like it, and that's why I said the same thing about Ardennes. It was it felt like like rock paper scissors on steroids. So that's essentially what this game is. But yeah, you know, I think maybe World War II people might like this game. It's the artwork is pretty good, but everyone I played with, they did have fun with it. They said it was like I was saying before, they did find it to be a unique game, and like you said, he is adding a little bit more stuff to it. More will be shown on GameFound when the game is added, and then you could pledge for it. So again, with the stretch goals, there will be more stuff added to this game. So like I said before, this is a little step up from Ardennes. You know, you got the board, you got a little bit more mechanics going into it, but it is a game I would recommend if you are into 2-player games. It makes a good family game. Family, husband and wife going at each other. I think they'll have a lot of fun with that. You know, you could play with your kids. It's not rules heavy at all. It does play pretty quick. You could get done with a game in 30 to 45 minutes. So there's that has that going for it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will put a link to the GameFound page in the comment section, in the description section. So if you want to go and back this game, it'll be there. I will also be doing a giveaway with Elwin Clapp, the creator of the game. So if you go ahead over to my Instagram, I will be doing a giveaway on there. So it will be worldwide. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Have a great one, guys.